like shit. And I don't mean that as a metaphor. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm going by here.
Oh, come on, Jean. It looks like it's been a rough week on him.
It's not just this week. What you want?
Okay, so this guy is cool. He stands there like a statue, an angry statue, and he does not like you. Don't even try to win him over. You won't. You know what it is. It's like the two of you know each other. Just ask him.
Oh, I definitely know you from somewhere.
Another life.
Yes, from another life. A different life. Maybe the life of a police officer belonging to the ranks of the... To what station do you think you would belong in this alternate and totally fictional reality? Okay, that's plausible. That's entirely plausible. Now we're really getting somewhere. Somewhere good. Okay. Let's be crazy. Let's say you and I are partners. How's that for a thought experiment? I'm sure he's fucking flattered. But Kim is not part of this thought experiment. In this one, we're partners.
The lieutenant is silent.
Would you now, or would I be cramping your style? Never mind. Partner.
I'm not your partner. This union is temporary.
Oh.
A little premonition for you, Lieutenant. Sooner or later, probably sooner, your new friend tells you he doesn't need you. He will then suggest you should fuck off.
I will never say that to Kim.
When that happens, I suggest you take his advice.
The lieutenant merely bows his head in response.
Oh, no. You see, I enjoy watching other better cops solve crimes. And let me tell you, it's been quite a privilege seeing you work.
This isn't helping.
You're not going to believe this, but... police officers. Yes, sir. Solving crimes, locking up bad guys, and get this, and not getting that drink on at 2 o'clock. Just some regular boring motherfuckers in suits and uniforms. Nothing spectacularly extravagant like you, the far-out son of Lang. Oh, it's you, you eccentric genius. I mean, with your unorthodox approach to police work, it has to be you. Not even a little bit.
It's an urban myth about an officer who is so far undercover he can't remember who he is. As I say, it's just an urban myth. You are not the son of Lang.
He's trying to protect you from further rough handling, dished out by this sunglassed man. Okay, yes, you get the joke. Leave it at that.
Neither can I, partner. Neither can I.
It's a mere second, but it feels like you saw something. A gram of compassion in that sadness.
I'm not getting involved in this.
It's not my style, he thinks, glancing at the man in sunglasses and the woman beside him. Oh boy, they're mad at him. No wonder. He just doesn't recognize them.
About what? You don't look like a cop. You know what you look like? Oh, well, go solve your case then. That would count as trying hard. No. Cause it's not my job. Why don't you go and fucking do yours and solve this damn hanging? Actually, I don't want to hear you say things.
Come on, Jean.
Okay, say things. I want to...
Suddenly, out of nowhere, case-related things start popping up in your head.
You think he was hanged as a cover-up? To hide the shooting? Okay, well... I don't know. Why are you?
I
Who
don't know,
knows
man.
why we do the things we do? Somehow, bouncing those ideas off the man with sunglasses felt calming. Like you've done it before.
Oh my god, there's more. You want something more? What is it? Okay, why not? Let's do the whole thing over again. We're not wasting time. There is no time. So, do you know who hanged him? Yeah, I can see that. I don't know. Why are you?
Hello, Annika.
Oh my god, there's more. You want something more? What is it?
No, I don't. You don't like me.
Watch out for yourself, loser.
Oh.
That voice, so very familiar. Did you hear it when calling to your station and reporting your badge missing?
Oh really? I wonder where. That's the where you remember me from? You don't say. Goodbye then. The voice thing was a coincidence. Run along, asshole.
Nobody likes me.
Okay, the man with the sunglasses and his hypothetical Station 41. Weird, right? There's something missing here. Something you can't put our finger on. You know what? Just ask him. I know it sounds crazy, and you'll probably get laughed at. But still. Yes, just cross it off the list. It's probably not true, though.
Again? I can't believe this shit. I'm going to say no. Just to see what you'll say to that. What'd you say? Okay?
Jean, he said okay. Give it a rest.
Excuse me.
Okay, I was clearly wrong. He is a firefighter, male nurse, animal control agent, something of that kind. Not
Thank
a
you.
cop. Go on with your cop work. Don't let me stop you again.
Esprit de Corps, I can't believe you led me astray.
The woman in an RCM patrol officer's uniform winces as she notices you.
I would really prefer not to talk to you right now.
A patrol officer is the lowest rank in the RCM, below lieutenant and sergeant.
I don't know. I mean, why would I want to talk to you? No, you haven't wronged me. It's okay.
Something changes in her. It's pity. Pity comes over her.
Let me tell you about the end times.
Okay, fine. Let's talk. What did you want? What precinct?
Am I from? God, he doesn't know.
Fucking deranged lunatic.
You're getting an intellectually unsatisfying vibe from this conversation. Maybe you're doing something wrong.
Of course I'm with him. Why do you ask?
I mean, he is a dickhead, but I feel like that's probably on me. Just wondering.
The sooner you figure this hanging out, the sooner everyone can go home.
Okay, but
God
like,
damn it, you leave her alone. Keep your weird bullshit to yourself and be professional for once, for fuck's sake.
Can I actually help you with something?
Yes, of course. Preposterous. I mean, you would remember if they were, right? Who forgets their squad mates? That's not possible.
but please look.
I don't know what to say.
I know.
Don't say anything, Judith.
I'm just looking out for...
You?
No one. I'm just a man with sunglasses. And you are?
Yes, a policewoman who just wants to do her job. That's all.
Oh no. Are they truly sent to babysit me? This is
Something
terrible.
about the man with sunglasses and you. The energy between you two is making her uncomfortable.
I get it. I get it. Bye. Alright, come on, Kim. Come on. Oh, hi. Hi, Lena.
Oh, hello, dear.
Hi,
There you are
honey.
again.
Can we talk about the more
You know,
cryptids?
to hell with it.
Yeah.
Let's have more cryptids.
Yeah.
Of course, officers.
Oh,
Is
did
there
I-
a particular cryptid you two are interested in learning about?
Oh. No, we talked about them all.
Of course, dear.
Bye. Alright, Kim, come on, let's go talk to these people.
Let me handle this. Detective disorientated. Are you still wondering where you are? This is Martinez, in case you've forgotten. I advise you not to overstay your welcome.
Oh. Hello, gardener lady.
No, I am not a gardener. I'm a legal counselor for the Dock Workers Union.
Okay.
So let's get to it. You're looking for Titus Hardy? You think he has information that will help you? Maybe he does.
Who is that? I mean, I didn't know I was looking for him.
That's Titus. Talk to official. The District of Martinez does not recognize your authority to make arrests.
It doesn't matter if you recognize our authority. We will make an arrest if we have to.
She says nothing. Her glare speaks for her.
Annika, Kim pointed out that he's not my partner and that this is all just temporary, and it made me very sad.
Could this be the Miss Beaufort that Easy Leo mentioned? The one Mr. Everard sent to law school?
Oh.
I suggest not wasting time on trivial pleasantries and focusing on why you are actually here. Titus Hardy.
I know, Annika, but he should transfer. Or I should. I should probably transfer. My whole precinct hates me.
Even though she has excellent control over herself, something moved behind her eyes. In the way she stands. In her face.
Oh, I did not know.
You caught her off guard. Push her some more.
You are not here to chat up the legal counsel. You are here to question these men.
You set the pace and the topic of these conversations here. Establish that.
I represent the Union and these men here. Don't...
A very minor victory.
Like I already told you, I'm a legal counselor. Do you have hearing problems?
A little bit.
What you want is of no significance, officer. Don't test your authority. In Martinez, you are no one. What are we going to do to you? The Union isn't going to do anything to you. It is not a crime syndicate. It is a labor organization.
I think it might be both.
Goddamn right it is.
I don't know. I don't want to talk to that man.
If anything, it is the RCM who do things to people. But we digress.
Wow, you're so aggressive.
Aggressive? You make your living enforcing violence. These people are just dock workers.
I make my living solving crimes, ma'am.
So you
I
were
mean, I am a
spying
cop,
on us,
but
and
you know.
now you represent murder suspects. Just dock workers.
Listen, you moral intern lackeys. You're a mob, enforcing the unlawful privatization of Revachol. 20 fat men in the Occident are stealing it all, and you're their bodyguards.
Fuck yeah.
So ask what you came to ask, or get back to your commanders. Look, a comedian. Do your job. Ask your questions, then get out of Martinez.
Oh. Trophy earned, biggest communism builder. Okay, goodbye.
Call the Mama Dakwa.
Yeah! Let's go find it.
It's not only your eardrums that register sound anymore. Your very skin has become an organ of hearing. Looking for a whisper, light and low. A god who's very, very silent. Nothing escapes you. A cockroach in the other room. A candy wrapper falling on dry grass. A drunk falling from a chair in a bar 20 meters away. In fact, you haven't heard the Call du Mama Dakwa, but you have discovered that you have amazing hearing. It must be the only part of you the alcohol hasn't drowned out.
Fun.
Keep listening.
I will. Oh, I have a skill point. I have a skill point to spend. Temporary research bonus. All red checks fail. No thanks. Let's see. I would like... I would like... I would like more savoir-faire. All right. Oh, Kim, we have to talk.
Yes? What do you want to know? What's there to say? It's just stupidity. The cop kind. Our precincts can't decide if Martinez is part of Jamrock or the Industrial Harbor. Yours or mine, as if we somehow own parts of the city. Typical street gang mentality. So we've let the Union make a mockery of law enforcement here. And now it's come to its natural conclusion. Well, sort of. It's less a matter of who gets to police Martinez than who has to. It's an orphan district, in other words. I think the dispatch desk just told both our stations about the hanging. There was quite the brouhaha at the 57th, I can tell you that. Time to settle it, they said. Cop off. But I assure you, I am not their finest or toughest with 102 cases solved. What I am is least interested in a pissing competition.
So, he volunteered to represent the 57th, but not out of competitiveness. On the contrary.
Martinez? Nothing. It's just a puddle at the end of some drain pipe. No one cares about this place. They care about sports. Most of our colleagues don't even know how to get here. North of the interchange doesn't exist.
A tremble comes over you. Another after effect of ethanol poisoning, perhaps. Feels like leaves do when they rustle in the breeze. Somewhere far away, below the turbine. The 41st and the 57th. The lieutenant was right. It's not about who gets what's north. It's about who doesn't.
Yes. I'm an unrepentant spoilsport.
He sounds so pleased with himself. Good voice acting, good voice acting.
He opens one hand and looks at it. A moment passes.
Which school do you subscribe to? Mambo or Jambo?
Both.
I didn't know that was even possible. It must be a great burden.
It's both.
It's good to have an ambidextrous paradetective in a labor dispute.
Thank you.
I can see why they sent you. Should we go?
I guess so.
He's actually glad it's addressed now.
We try.
Because you're the best qualified. No, that doesn't seem right. You look dumb if you keep the lieutenant waiting for too long.
Okay, come on, come on.
This is where you say your bid.
Okay.
Detective.
Oh no. Kim is so much better at this than me.
Precinct 57's finest scans the room, leaving the speaking to you. He trusts you. Maybe against his better judgment, but he does.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, this is about him. A real looker, that won't.
You sure took your time, huh? Waited for him to get real ripe and pretty for you.
Oh, he was a real pretty boy. Hanging up there, letting out that pretty boy smell.
I can't for the life of me understand why you did it. I mean, I would have just left him up there. You must really like cleaning up other people's shit.
You might want to start asking your questions now. It's not going to get better than this.
These guys are so macho, they're ready to confess to first-degree murder. Ask if it was them. Do a head count first. Connect these men to the tracks you saw in the yard. Chances are they're going to match. Starting from the right, boot size 44, blonde man, in his 30s, overbearingly masculine. Sitting on his right, standard working boots, size 45 or 46, eldest in the room, probably mid-50s, smoker, quiet. Across at the other table, hobnailed working boots, size 43, gang tattoos, Mesk or Sarah Mauritian, in his late 30s, early 40s. And then, standard working boot, steel reinforced toes, size 46, the big dick, wide at the shoulders and lean at the hips, rugby cap, fingerless gloves, and numerous scars, a little under 40. The emblem on his vest says Rowing Club. A little patch below it reads T. Hardy, Captain. In the far corner, standard working boot, steel reinforced toes, size 44, 40-something, non-alcoholic beverage in hand. You squint. Is that a plectrum? On his neck. Forget it.
A what?
It's not important.
Okay.
Size 41, with the light step. Not a child, after all. An older man with a rat face, mean, watery eyes, and 2 front teeth missing. In the middle, heaving and wheezing. Big guy, boot size 46, deep marks. Probably carried the victim over. He, alone, is 130 kilos. Add the man in armor, and you could easily exceed 220. In conclusion, these 7 are the actors on the crime scene. The footprints were theirs, but there's a discrepancy. Exactly. You've stood there for about 4 seconds, not saying anything. Hit them with questions. Where's the 8th Hardy?
The fuck is with you, fella? What are you talking about, madman? There's no 8th Hardy Boy, there's 7 of us and we're all here. Or what? You want to be the 8th Hardy Boy? We ain't hiring.
Actually, boss, we've been talking and we think she could maybe...
This person Glenn wants to hire, he really respects her. She? So there's an 8th Hardy, and it's a Hardy girl? Who might it be? Elizabeth? The gardener?
Shut the fuck up, Glenn! I do the talking here. Now what the fuck do you want, cop?
So let me get this straight. There is an 8th Hardy Boy. It's a she, and you don't like us talking about her?
That's right. We're not talking about this. This is a private Hardy Boys matter. Nothing to do with your shit. And you're not cops here. Don't go digging around if you don't want a bullet in the back of your head. I'm watching you.
Are you threatening me, sir?
Good. We are all watching each other. Officer, your question.
There's
did you
no
kill
point
them?
in pushing it further, he thinks. This is already a victory. We'll learn more about this 8th Hardy sooner or later.
The pretty boy. You guys really love talking about that pretty boy.
Funny. But my partner and I have a serious matter to discuss with you.
You mean these boots? We all got a pair. We wore them the night we took the pretty boy out back and hung him by the neck. Yeah, we did this. Together. All of us. Until he was dead. That's why our prints are all over the scene. Goddamn right.
No. These 7 honest men have equally come forth. They told you what happened, so that you don't waste any more of your time.
How many people have you sent to the Shays? Ever felt remorse for them?
3, I think.
Or send them to Reunion to rot. For 20 years. For life.
None of these are good options.
But you see, a lawman, is something people agree upon. And here in Martinez, we agreed that this man had to die.
Are you deaf? There will be no singling anyone out. You can't arrest a Hardy Boy without arresting all Hardy Boys. Do you think you could do that? Do you think you could arrest them all?
Who do you fucking think does?
Elizabeth, to be honest.
You keep him the fuck out of this. We have autonomy. It's all on us. Everard runs the union. I run the Hardy Boys.
When Titus Hardy says he runs the Hardy Boys, he means that in an administrative capacity. On that night, everyone acted as one man. You don't have to keep answering his questions.
I know, Lizzie. Relax. We killed him last Sunday night. Seemed like a good way to end the week.
Known him? We don't associate with scum like that, asshole.
Yeah! Who do you think we are?
Quiet. He came around about 3 weeks ago when that Pines cow first sailed into town. Happy?
By the Pines cow, you mean Joyce Messier? The representative for White Pines? The same company you are striking against?
No, I mean the Pines cow. The stupid-ass cow they sent in to fuck us over. But you know what?
Why don't you ask her about the pretty boy? I'm sure she has interesting things to say when you ask her hard enough.
I can't find my badge. I thought it was in my coat.
That's enough insinuation for today, Titus. Officer, your interview is drawing to an end. Don't waste your last questions.
Huh?
There was a bullet in the dead man's brain. Why was it there if you hanged him?
How the fuck do I know? Anyone could have shot him. Target practice, maybe.
This line of questioning is over. You got the cause of death already? Hanging. If there's any post-mortem trauma, it's your problem. This will not turn into a cross-examination.
This was a good move. Also, notice how Titus doesn't like her much.
'Cause he was worthless mercenary scum. And he stepped out alive in my town. And he stepped out of line.
What kind of mercenary?
The kind that shows up when you start a strike. The experienced kind, too. Had Cohoy and Semenine written all over him. Ex-Oranese Special Forces.
A live grenade. Right here in our bar.
This one has a special gripe with him coming here.
I can't prove it, but I know he was sent by the Wild Pines. They hire merc shit like that. Story of every strike from here to Samara.
'Cause one night, he walked straight up to the mic and said, "I'm Oranese goddamn Special Forces, and I'm gonna fuck you all!"
Really?
Yeah, really. Had a gin and tonic up there, sang some Oranese paratrooper song, and said he's gonna fuck everyone.
We couldn't believe it either, but he
Oh.
fucking did, right there. Like some kind of animal.
This is a serious violation of the karaoke code.
Wrong. He harassed women, raped one, harassed workers, threatened to kill some as a warning.
Is that true?
There's slight unease in him suddenly. He regrets mentioning the rape.
To kill us all, if we don't open the gates, if we don't let the scabs in, if we don't bend over. And that was before he started coming here.
Yeah, he said it was his favorite joint now. Started coming here every night. Drinking, grabbing girls. Grabbed one of ours mid-karaoke, right there on the stage.
He grabbed someone?
Yeah, this girl's on the mic. A beautiful girl, young. Gets into the second verse of Lover Lake. The fucker grabs her legs, starts screaming. "Show me your cunt! Why don't you show me your cunt?" Then, he gets knocked on the head with a wine bottle. Doesn't even fall down.
Aren't you fucking listening? My man is talking to you. He took care of it. They got the girl out before anything else could happen.
Yeah, me and Eugene got her out. Aren't you fucking listening?
No, you're not getting the name. That's a Martinez matter, and I'm not discussing it with you clowns.
Despite the stonewalling, you can slip one more question in.
Titus, do not answer. You have been forthcoming enough.
Fuck off, Carl. She's gone through enough without you harassing her too. She doesn't need more embarrassment.
What are you talking about? Embarrassment. If someone has been sexually assaulted, we need to...
What you need is to get the fuck out of my face. I've had enough of explaining myself to you fucks. He's dead. It's done.
As you can see, these men can only take so much baseless scrutiny. I'm doing my best to keep the situation civil, but...
It's true. She was the only thing holding him back.
Okay.
Nothing. Your investigation here is done. Leave Martinez, go back to your stations where you belong.
I think we're going to stick around, thanks. Some things don't add up here, Titus. I've done this job for long enough to know that people don't just confess to first-degree murder. Even if it is a group responsibility, we're going to look into this.
Good luck with that. You've heard everything a rent-a-cop is gonna hear from us. Real law officials. You're lucky you didn't get a beating.
Rent-a-cop? So that's what this is about. He doesn't see you as his equals.
Weak when we first met. Oh no.
You still on about that bullet? A bullet in a hangman's head. You're right, Copper. That is mighty curious.
Indeed. Mighty. How did it get there?
Well, there are so many bullets in the world, and so many heads. I guess it's only logical. At some point, one of them bullets had to end up in one of them heads.
It's bound to happen again, you know? Just statistically speaking, of course.
Wow! He's got it in a real evidence bag and all!
Why don't you go home and log it into evidence? These men have told you what happened.
You know what I think? I think he was shot in the head as a kid, and his brain grew around the bullet.
Around the bullet, man. That's a good one.
They're only pretending to enjoy this. Beneath the act, they don't like you knowing this.
Here's what I think. I think he was shot mid-rape. Because the whole thing about him being sexually excited at the time of death. I don't know if it was the woman that he was raping or someone came upon it and shot him. I hope it was her. And then they hung him to cover it up to protect her. And I think maybe the woman that he did rape is the 8th Hardy.
Shit! I probably did shoot him. I was drunk last night. You guys know me when I'm drunk.
Yeah, Glenn likes to shoot his guns when he's drunk. Better hope he stays sober.
No, he meant before he was hanged. Did you shoot him before you hanged him?
Before? After? During? This is getting ridiculous. They told you what happened. Stop wasting...
Never been worried in my life, lawman.
It's not like he blew it wide open, but there's a little crack in there, somewhere.
Again, just get the dead guy's autograph, since you're his biggest fan.
I want to establish my authority.
Good one, Titus.
Yeah, lawman. Why don't you?
Because there's like 7 of you, and you will be the absolute piss out of me.
It's almost an anthropological sight, watching him try to assert dominance over you.
That's why I didn't press it the first time.
Not in the arresting mood?
By your side, the lieutenant keeps his hand away from his holster. You hear the nylon of his coat hiss as he steps closer. Easy. Walk back from the provocation. They're armed, and they outnumber us. The lieutenant tries
Yes,
to
this is why I
eye
didn't do
contact
it. But then you gave me a task to establish my dominance. So what am I supposed to do? Game, what do you want from me? I'm trying to be smart.
Wise move.
You made the right choice.
But
Thane.
how did you get it?
We hanged him up by his neck until he got real still.
No.
Wasn't that obvious, Copper?
He was shot.
Didn't they teach you anything at the cop school, idiot?
The autopsy showed there were no ligature marks. His hands were not tied. Can you explain that?
Look, I'm not gonna play 20 questions with you, Capo. I'll say it again. We killed him.
You didn't, though.
Yeah, I knocked him out. Came up behind him and clapped him in the back of the head. He went down like a sack of sand.
That's right, lawman. And then we hanged the fuck.
My fucking elbow, Copper. Samaran boxing style. Right fucking here. Eugene already told you that the fuck had started coming to our bar.
Yeah, man. Weren't you listening?
Titus is solid as a rock, and so are a few others. But...
No.
Of course he's having trouble breathing. Just look at how fucking fat he is.
Fuck off, Shanky. Angus is a powerful guy. All muscle.
keep your eye on this powerful guy. Sooner or later, he's going to break like a piece of twig.
And fuck you, too, Copper. Picking on Angus like this. We're done with this schoolyard shit. And just so you know, he doesn't have trouble breathing.
His all-muscle comment wasn't sarcastic. He's genuinely trying to look out for Angus.
I get it. I know. He's gonna look
This
out
one
for
is a
his
stone
boys.
wall. You won't get more out of them about the night of the murder. Not yet.
Like what, Copper? About fucking time.
We'll try it just for fun.
Establish authority. Yes.
No.
Authority. Feverish thoughts race through your mind.
I'm not doing any of these things. Kim, I need your gun. Good God.
Did you already try the gun thing? I hear the gun
I will.
thing is
No,
excellent
sir.
and has great
Authority.
results.
Slow your roll.
You're probably right. The others are only there for filler. To make the gun thing pop.
Oh, please don't. Please don't make me pull. No, I have to make a choice. Kim.
Why?
For threats.
This is not what he thinks it is. This is a great idea. I'm afraid it's not what you think it is either.
Oh, God.
What in the name of fuck are you doing?
I don't know. I have started down a path and now I cannot turn around.
I don't want to give you my gun.
Yeah, I don't blame you, dude. Please don't.
The fuck is happening, Titus? What are they whispering about?
I don't. Oh, no. I do want to turn back. But I can't. We're committed now. We failed the check. We must go through with it.
Nearly what?
Jesus.
Be careful. It's loaded.
What am I doing?
Good. Now put it in your mouth.
Bruh. Alright.
What are you doing?
Genuine panic flies across the lieutenant's face.
Fellas, you getting any of this?
can't do this. Jesus.
What in the name of motherfuck?
Acidic taste on your lips. Corrosive. Once as a child you put your tongue against the rail. It was winter. That was a long time ago.
The fuck is he saying?
Some insane shit.
Nothing. Give me the gun.
I don't think this is going to earn their respect. I'm genuinely kind of tempted to do this just to see what happens. I mean, I assume I die, but...
We'll solve the case. Look at me. Don't worry. This demonstration is not helping at all.
Yeah. I mean, it's not. It's really not. I place way too much trust in the voices in my head.
Inside the small mechanism, you can hear a spring tensing up.
Yeah. Cause I sorta wanna see that shit.
You won't, man. His fucking balls ain't big enough.
Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah?
Deranged cop kills himself. Citizens in shock as a deranged law official reportedly from the 41st precinct shot himself in the head last night in the middle of a crowded cafeteria in downtown Martinez. The exact details of the incident have not been revealed, but first-hand witnesses claim that the officer was making a point. Can't say I'm surprised. Lawrence Gart, manager of the Whirling in Rags cafeteria, where the incident took place, commented he was extremely unstable and had threatened to kill himself before.
Sorry, I have to go through all that again. What am I doing out here? When did I save? Oh no. What's going on? Oh, Kudo. Oh no. I did start in the whirling today. Okay. Shit. That's it. That's all I got. What's this one? I don't know. All right. Have I had the whole conversation with...
Kuno care?
Did I do this? Okay.
It's not Kuno. It's Kuno S.
I think it was just this. I think I had this conversation with Kuno and then went to bed. Or took a bath. Alright.
Kuno S is by far the worst of the two. Kuno
I'm gonna
has no
spam
problem
through
being
everything
here.
very quickly.
She came up with that song also, all in all.
Fuck you whispering about?
He's whispering too. He's going with it. But watch what happens.
Fuck you whispering about? If Kuno wants to whisper, he's gonna fucking whisper, okay? Let's whisper, pig.
This is it. You've got him. But be careful. You can still fuck this up. Don't make Kuno look bad in this.
Crazy. Stop talking.
She understands.
Yo, see? Talk, pig. Kuno's got it under control.
You did it. They're separated. He's even turned his back to her, so she can't read his lips.
Kuno means...
His little green eyes are fixed on yours.
Killing is serious shit. She's probably killed a pig, too. I mean, I'm pretty sure she has. I knew you pigs were too naive for this shit. Good thing Kuno's...
There's something cold in the air, like water lapping against cold. The creature peers at you both.
Yeah, she would have liked to fuck him. Look, Kuno's gonna put you at ease. We didn't do it. Yeah, she's psycho. None of that kiddie psycho. Cat burning shit. She does the real deal. Yeah. Snuff radio shit. Believe me, pig. Fuck knows. She said crazy people.
Some things are too awful to dwell on. The Nakis and Runkaris.
Fuck no, she's not me sister. Yeah, she was just there.
What was that, Kuno?
She was in the hallway. Kuno's got no I don't know. Someone... Kuno's dad doesn't give a shit. Doesn't even see her there. Or thinks it's fucking
Kuno S. Two of a kind.
Cause she fucking looks like Kuno. No one knows her name. Kuno told you. This How's Kuno dealing? Kuno's got this shit under control. No, it's not okay. See, it's Kuno's go-to. Kuno's protecting her. You fuck with Z. You fuck with Kuno.
This is what it all comes down to.
I'm going to kill you. I'll run when you put the cuffs on her, sneak up on you later, and fuck you up. You understand? Alright, now we can do business. Yeah? What do you want? Kuno...
Oh, don't look him up!
See? Relax. Kuno's gonna get you hooked. See? It's tension and release with Kuno. Kuno flexes for hobos. Kuno sees you're in need. Kuno gets it from his dad. Problem is, Kuno and his dad had a little falling out. Now junkies clawing at Kuno's door. Streets going mad. Kuno's got to throw his dirty popo man at it. Don't take for fucking ever. Kuno doesn't...
Can I help you? Got the 20 real? Good. You got the room for the night, but remember, you'll need another 20...
Take it easy on him. Deep down, he really... This is not the cleanest bathtub in... that soap scum smell. It smells like life. The bathtub, slowly... The water is only lukewarm, but still comforting. Like amniotic fluid. You feel nice and lonely. And so tired. Now you are alone with your thoughts. They're not even really thoughts. Just assorted sense. Your fingers grow pale. and are covered with tiny whorls. You see the corpse. You can then houses along a narrow street. A video rental. The waterline recedes as you stand. You are cold now. The bed is still cold from the broken window. The fan stands. The switch must be broken because nothing happens. The switch must be broken because nothing happens. The bed is still cold from the broken window and not too inviting. The bed is still cold from the wind blowing.
Here we are again, my broken bud. Wait, you're not cool. It's your disgusting body.
Every cell in your body is moaning in agony, asking, what did we ever do to you?
And why might that be the case? What lava lights on such a floating...
Oh, yes.
Don't be stupid.
You're just stuck here, in the half-world.
Oh, baby boy.
Maybe if maybe if you weren't so hardened.
What do you think you're doing right now?
Let it.
But it never seems to let...
Get up, my love. What is that? Good morning. Have all these talks again.
The woman in.
I would really
A patrol officer is the lowest rank in the RCM, below lieutenant and sergeant.
Yes, I am. I'm definitely not the cavalry. I don't know. I mean, why would I want to talk to you? No, you haven't wrong.
Something changes in it.
Okay, fine. What precinct?
Am I from?
Fucking deranged lunatic.
You're getting an intellectually unsatisfying vibe from this conversation.
I don't...
Don't say anything, Judith. Me? No. I'm just a man with sunglasses.
I'm just looking...
You?
No one. I'm just a man with sunglasses. And you are?
Yes.
Something about the man with sunglasses and you.
You look like... And I don't mean that as a metaphor. Oh, don't be so modest. We're looking at...
Oh, come on, Jean.
It's not just this way.
Okay, so this guy is cool. Don't even try to win him over. You won't. It's not my style, he thinks. Glancing at you know what it...
Oh,
Another life.
Yes. To what station do you think you would belong in this alternate... Okay. That's plausible. That's entire... Somewhere good. Okay. Let's be crazy. Let's say you and I are partners. How's that for a thought experiment? Would you now, or would I be cramping your style? Never mind. Partner.
This isn't helping.
You're not going to believe... Yes, sir. Just some regular boring mother... Oh, it's you. Not even a little bit.
It's an urban myth.
He's trying to protect you from... Okay, yes. You get the... It's a mere second.
About what? You don't look like a cop. You know what you look like? Not the prophet shit again. No. 'Cause it's not my job. Why don't you go and fucking do yours? Actually...
Come on, Jean.
Okay.
Hear that? Suddenly, out of nowhere, case relate...
You think he was hanged as a cover-up? Okay, well... I don't know.
Who knows why we do the things we do? Somehow bouncing...
Oh my god, there's more. Okay, why not? So, do you know? Yeah, I don't know. Oh my god, there's more. Watch out for yourself.
That voice. So...
Oh, really? That's the where you remember me from? Okay, then. It's...
Okay, the man with the sunglasses and his hypothetical Station 41. Weird, right? There's something missing here. Something you can't put our finger on. Yes, just...
Again? I'm going to say no. Just to see what you'll say to that. What you saying? Okay.
Jean, he's...
Okay, I was clearly wrong. He is a firefighter, male nurse, animal control agent, something of that kind. Not a cop.
Let me handle this. Detective disorientated. That's right. I am not. So let's get to that's Titus.
It doesn't matter.
She says no. Could this be the Miss Buford?
I suggest...
Even though she has excellent... You caught her off guard. Push her some more.
You are not here to...
You set the pace and the topic of these conversations here. Establish...
I represent the Union and these men here.
A very minor victory.
Like I already told you, what you want is of no sig... What are we going... The Union isn't going to do anything to you.
Oh, trophy earned. Goodest of the good cops.
Uh-huh. Goddamn right it is.
Oh, can I run around in my underwear? I did just save.
If anything, it is the RCM who do things to people. Aggressive. Listen.
Fuck yeah.
So ask what you came to ask, or get back to your commanders. Look, a comedian.
I can buy pants from Kuno. I just need like $4 more. In the meantime, we'll just hang out in our underwear. That's an option. What are the gloves I'm wearing? I want my interfacing gloves back. I don't really care what the stats are for this shirt. It's just very cool, and I'm going to wear it for that reason. I have to be honest with you. I know this is an option, but like it's really upsetting to me to run around in just my underwear and try and be authoritative. I cannot do it, I'm afraid. Titus, we have to have a long conversation
This is
again.
where you say your bit.
Yep.
Detective.
Precinct 57's finest scans the room, leaving the speaking to you. He trusts you.
Hey, dipshit. You hard of hearing or something?
Oh, this is about...
You sure took...
Oh, he was...
I can't for the life of me understand why you did it.
You might want to start asking.
These guys are so mad. Do a head count first. Connect these men to the tracks you... Starting from sitting across, and then the emblem on his vest in the far corner. Standard working boot. Steel ring on his neck. Size 40 in the middle. In conclusion, exactly.
The fuck is with you, fella? What are you talking about? Or what?
Actually, boss...
This person, Glenn, she?
Shut the fuck up, Glenn!
So let me get this straight. There is an Ace Hardy boy. It's a she, and you don't like...
That's right. You're not cop.
Good. There's no point in pushing it further.
The pretty boy.
Funny. But my partner and I have a serious matter to discuss with you.
You mean these? We all got... Yeah. We did this. God.
No. These 7 honest men have equally come forth. They told you what happened?
How many people?
Or send them to reunion to rot. For 20 years.
But you see, a lawman.
Are you deaf? Do you think you could do that? Do you think you could arrest them all?
Who do you fucking think does?
That's right, asshole.
I think you got your answer.
No. You did not get an answer. Titus does administrative work. He pushes paper. You don't have to keep...
I know, Lizzie. Relax. We killed him last Sunday night.
Known him?
Yeah.
Quiet.
By the Pine Skull.
No. Why don't you...
That's enough insinuation for today, Titus.
Why? I am.
What kind of...
The kind that...
A live grenade.
This one has a special gripe with him coming here.
I can't prove it.
Cause one night he walked...
Really?
Yeah.
We couldn't believe...
This is a serious violation of the character.
Wrong.
There's slight unease in him.
To kill us all.
Yeah.
He grabbed someone?
Yeah. Show me your con. Why don't you...
Aren't you
Yeah. Me and you...
No.
Despite the stonewalling, you can slip.
Titus.
Fuck off, Carl.
What are you talking about?
What you need.
As you can see...
It's true. She was the only thing holding him back.
We hanged him up.
Didn't they take...
The autopsy showed there were...
We...
Yeah. I knocked him out.
That's right, lawman.
My fucking elbow, right fucking here.
Yeah, man. Weren't you listening?
Titus is solid as a rock, and so are...
No. Of course.
Fuck off.
Keep your eye on this. Powerful.
And fuck.
His all-muscle comment. This one is a stone wall.
Like what, Copper? Huh?
There was a bullet in the dead man.
How the fuck do I know? Anyway.
This line of questioning...
This was a good move. Also, notice how Titus doesn't like her much. Especially when she's calling the shots.
Yeah, lawman. Why don't...
It's almost an anthropo...
Not in the arrest...
By your side, the lieutenant keeps his easy. Walk back from the provocation. They're armed, and they outnumber us. The lieutenant tries to establish...
Wise move. You made the right choice there.
Nothing. Your investigation here is done.
I think we're going to stick around. I've done this job for long enough.
Good luck with that.
Rent-a-car. So that's what this is about. He doesn't see you as his equals.
You still...
Indeed.
Well...
It's bound to happen again, you know? Just statistically speaking, of course.
Wow.
Why don't you go home and log it into...
You know what
Around the bullet.
They're only pretending to enjoy this. Beneath that...
Shit!
Yeah...
No, he meant...
Before? After?
Never been.
It's not like you blew it wide open, but there's a little
Again.
Good one.
About fucking time.
Okay.
Establish authority. Yes.
Here we go.
Authority. Feverish thoughts race through your mind.
And what exactly is it you've been doing that's so goddamn special? Shitting yourself in front of us. Going around, harassing kids on the street. Kids who've done nothing wrong.
Always. You gotta roll those dice, Annika. I'm a gambling woman at heart, you know that.
All the while talking racist shit. Don't think we aren't watching,
What?
Fascia. People here trust us. We're getting complaints.
I am not racist. I am a lot of things.
Of course you have. You've been calling people Kip left and right, inciting race violence in my town.
I don't know what that means. I don't think I've ever said that.
Charlie said they've been trying to set up a race rally, whatever the fuck that means. Trying to get the Kips out of Revachol before the economy goes to shit.
This is the most racist thing I could possibly say. Well, that's a close tie.
Sure there is. Carly said they're bulk purchasing confetti, ribbons too, and loudspeakers, and fireworks. Carly works at the carnival shop, you see.
Get the fuck out of here, you racist carny.
But
There'll be no race rally in my town.
Okay, sir, I genuinely don't know what you're talking about.
We got absolutely wiped.
Oh,
Let's go before.
no, give me your gun.
What's going on? Are you racist now? Is the rally real? Please don't set up any rally. It'll make you look awful.
Dude.
There is no rally. Come on. Just ask questions. You need to put this race rally garbage in the rearview mirror.
I want to. How can I establish my authority? How? How?
Call the Mama Dakwa.
Yes, thank you.
It's not only...
Yes? What do you want to know? What's there to say? It's just stupid. The cop kind. Our precincts can't well, sort of. I think the dispatch desk just told both our stations.
So, he volunteered to represent...
Yes. I'm an unrepentant spoilsport. Martinez.
A tremble comes over you.
No. Oh no, it's very imaginable. We fail to place responsibility for the hanging. The harbor company see the situation is out of control, so they bring in private military, maybe a gunship. The Union responds in strength. Automatic fire. Local law enforcement solving one little homicide decides nothing. Not solving it can have real and calculable effects. Things can always get worse. Matter of fact, augury, we should move. Yes, it's a wholly pointless matter. Forget I ever mentioned it.
He's actually glad it's addressed now. Because you're the best qualified. No, that doesn't seem right. If you're so well qualified, why can't you remember why you were sent?
Okay, we're back up to where we were. Alright, I have an objective. I will not be distracted from it. Come on, Cam, come on. What's this? Immediately distracted. How do I get down there? Can I go... Is it like down where the cellar is? Come on, Kim, come on. This way. Come on, Kim. Oh, Kim wants to talk. What's up?
It's dark. And the flashlight works a lot better if you hold it in your hand. Right. Now let's get to it.
Some areas are in...
Yeah. Oh, wait. Now I can go in from the side exit on the street. Come on, Cam. Come on. Come on, boo. If I go in this way, I go down. Where's the smell coming from, though? Can I get in this yet?
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand... You slip your finger... No. This is going to need... If you want to try again, then you...
Equip the pry bar by going to the...
A few bricks have fallen off, revealing a compartment behind the...
Seems like an old bunker from the Revolution.
How do I get to the musty smell? It feels like it should be... Move. Here. But there's nothing to interact with. Curses. Come on, Kim, come on. We have a mission today.
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here. Yeah.
Why must we stop to look at it?
I want to explore this area, which I have not done yet. Can I go in here? No.
It's been a week and now they show up?
This must be it.
Orange bum hat.
The basement door is weather-worn. The copper nails holding the upholstery in place have turned green from sea air, and there's a knocker shaped like a lion's head. The door is slick with rain. You don't hear any movement. In fact, it's oddly silent in the yard around you. No birds chirp. You knock silently. The upholstery muffles the sound. No.
I guess no one is in? Let's be honest. This isn't what I joined the RCM for, but every day tells you something new about yourself. Apparently, working with the local union boss to get info on an investigation is not something I'm squeamish about. I mind that the local thug is using the RCM for his busy work. But if this gets us to the bottom of this hanging, then I'm willing to look over it. On the other hand, we could just leave and tell Evrard we opened the door. No one seems to be tailing us to see if we actually did it. Yes, presenting a fabrication is known to get results here and there. You took this task. You make the call.
The door is right here. You can just open it and be done with this. Besides, if you never open it, you're never gonna find out what's behind the door.
That's a good point.
You try to be as silent as you can. It takes a bit of rattling of the handle to loosen the bolt. Finally, the door unlocks with a small clack. Thoughts race through your head. The sound of the key turning still echoes in the yard. Hopefully no one heard.
I bet people did, though.
Well, buddy, you opened it. No need to go inside. It would be rude. There's nothing else to do than to leave and tell Evrard. No conceivable reason for you to intrude on the premises. Only curiosity could account for stepping over that threshold. Maybe there's treasure in there. A white alligator. A fountain of quicksilver.
Treasure?
As you hold the open door, you can feel the air moving. A little draft. A whistle.
Okay, but I got a new hat. New hat! I must... Oh, it gives me bum brain. That's alright. Okay, let's go in.
A row of mugs sits on the shelf. Each one depicts a human figure. A dark-skinned woman grinning amidst mysterious symbols. A broad-shouldered man shoveling potatoes, and others.
Is this where the racist mug came from?
A little ring. Though cheerful, the images on the ceramic make you vaguely uncomfortable. The images betray a lack of interest in human beings. They are merely unflattering caricatures. The owner of these mugs doesn't like people of other ethnicities very much.
So it was his mug in the trash.
This person is unhappy. The lieutenant picks up one of the mugs, then puts it back down with a look of disdain.
I'm beginning to feel better about breaking into this man's apartment.
Yes, your broken mug friend would feel very much at home here. The same humor, the same mocking lines.
There's the missing tin soldier. Whoever lives here might have used the Whirling's container to dump his trash. And now they've drawn the ire of the Union. The plot thickens, as they say.
An interesting little clue. Let's see where this goes. Clues have a way of magically connecting to other clues down the road. Perhaps you should break into apartments more often.
Who knows? I'm not expecting too much from this clothes in the trash lead either way. It might turn out to be some random local matter. But still, a nice coincidence.
I agree. New clothes. But it's not nearly as cool as my Heimdall shirt, I'm afraid. Oh, they like bugs. They like bugs. Casually burgling apartments. This is it. This is all I can do. All I can do.
You see a young man on a balcony nursing a cigarette. His eyes have been following you for a while.
Not looking for any trouble, officer. I don't want to be seen talking to the gendarmerie, if that's okay. I just want to finish my cigarette.
Don't let him go. This could be your witness. The balcony has a great view of the whole thing.
Is it really that important?
Yeah, it's a murder.
Like a nervous cat, he keeps stealing looks at the neighboring windows.
All right, but make it quick. Once I finish this cigarette, I have to run. I can tell that you finally got him down. Thank you. It was quite a disturbing sight, even by Martinet's standards.
What were you doing last Sunday?
Oh. You already asked me that, didn't you? No, not you two. Some more muscular type.
And when did you speak to this more muscular gentleman?
Last week? I don't know. Look.
You didn't answer the question. What were you doing last Sunday?
I had a friend over. He was my Sunday friend.
He doesn't reply, gesturing no with his cigarette. In the neighboring windows, you can see faint reflections of his silhouette, all from different angles.
My name? My name is Martin Martinez.
Martin Martinez? Good local name. Let's go with that.
No. We won't. Now, if you'll excuse me, I really need to get going.
This isn't the place or time for questions. Who knows who might be watching from the distance, hidden behind the curtains? For a moment, the man on the balcony seems almost vulnerable. Something moves in the depths of his feline eyes, compassion, and a hint of understanding.
I am sorry, but I really don't have the information you're looking for.
But, hold on. What's that? For a split second, his hand lingers, as though gesturing towards a stone placed right next to the front door.
Oh.
It's a sign.
It's a secret.
Good luck with the investigation.
Thanks.
Exit. If he doesn't want to talk to us, then he'll know how to hide himself. He could be a witness. Him or his Sunday friend. Either way, we need to look into that muscular type who's asking about our case. He did leave us a sign. Did you see that? He wanted to draw our attention to that stone right over there. If we find a way inside the building, we can ask around for his apartment.
What stone? This?
A stone, like any other, lying in a whirl of sleet and mud. Maybe there's something under it. There's a key beneath it, rusty from the dirt.
This must be for the front door. Pity he doesn't have the apartment number on it. This building has many apartments, and the man can be in any of them. We'll just have to go in and see.
Gonna go explore the building. Gonna go explore the building. Oh, new clothes, new clothes. And a point. I need points and authority, baby. What do my current classes do? Give me visual calculus and these logic. I like mine. I like mine. Booze. Gross. Wow, it's real gross in here. Hello? Someone is sleeping. Someone is watching. Right now, I want to go back in.
This door has been closed with a padlock. A chalk-drawn number on the board says, number 11. No reply. It's a solid lump of metal, but the shackle is deeply corroded. A solid pair of chain cutters would make short work of it.
Guess what we have?
Better whip out those cutters. You won't get very far otherwise.
Ugh. Bear with me, I'm doing a thing.
This door has been closed with a padlock. What are you doing? You're trying to cut the body of the lock with the chain cutters, and it's really not working.
Oh no.
I believe it's the shackle you mean to cut, Detective.
He's just trying to help. Don't take it bad. Relax.
Perhaps you should give it another go.
The shackle snaps like a twig, and the lock falls to the floor with a little thud. It should be possible to enter now.
After you, Detective.
A plaster cast bust depicts a middle-aged man with impressive sideburns. The name on the plinth reads Kraz Marzov.
He's known as the father of scientific communism, also known as Mazovianism. His theories about economic history greatly influenced, some would even say sparked, the anti-centennial revolution. Whoever lives here definitely shares your enthusiasm. There aren't many communists around, not after the revolution. Some youth still keep the ideology going, it seems. The White Star, the photos on the wall, I think we have broken into the apartment of a young communard. How fitting.
Oh, more clothes. I'm just building a whole wardrobe. Oh, I do like that. What does my shirt do for me? I'm gonna put that on. Oh, I look so sexy. So true. I do have a pretty high shivers even without my shivers jacket. This does remove my authority, unfortunately. The +1 drama. I thought I had a high authority shirt somewhere. That's true. I'm gonna keep this jacket on now just because it looks cool as fuck. Thank you for my jacket. I want to see what that is. Oh, I had a thought. Where'd my... There we go.
You hear someone walking around inside, rearranging the furniture. The number on the panel says 10. The walking stops abruptly, but no one comes to the door.
Hello?
You can feel tension on the other side. Sounded like a woman. A woman's shoes. A poor communard, from the looks of it. The room is barely bigger than a closet.
Do I have to open the door? Do you have a warrant? I'm not obligated to open the door if you don't have a warrant.
Let's go. We don't have a reason to get inside that apartment.
Okay, bye. Hello.
Give me a moment.
You okay?
The cold never does any good for my bronchitis.
I have many coats. I can give you one.
I'm fine. Fine. Don't you worry about me.
Honey.
You're still worried. It's very
It is worrying.
Now, what do you want from me, policeman? I'm no one. Just an old woman who cleans these hallways. If you can call it living. I have a little room upstairs right next to the coal room.
Oh, Jesus. You're just breathing in coal dust.
It's barely bigger than a closet. But I don't complain, no. I have my bed and my aching bones to keep me company. And that's all I need from this world.
Ma'am.
And all she gets, too. The coastal wind beats down hard on the coal room door outside. Splashes of waves make the balcony slippery.
Oh, you'll find plenty of Martins here. Don't you worry. Pea-brain. Someone played a trick on you.
Yeah, I know.
Martinez is a name for anyone who comes from Martinez, like Tim Jamrock or Raoul Ravachol.
Oops. You really didn't get the joke there.
I mean, I did, for the record.
I thought it was obvious. Anyway, officer, we don't have the witness's name.
Yes, yes. I know who you mean. The scrawny boy who's always smoking like the devil, right?
Somewhere in the building, a child starts crying. You hear a radio tuned to a talk show and someone taking a shower.
What's he in trouble for? Talk? He lives upstairs in room 28. Go to the balcony. It's one of those doors there. He's usually home in the evening.
Thank you. We should go check out his apartment on the balcony. See if he's home.
Ask away, policeman. No one lives there. It's been empty for months. Impossible. I would know if someone had moved in there.
A ghost!
Maybe it's those countercultural people again. Breaking into a house like it's a public space. You're a policeman. Be good and take a look, will you?
Yes.
Great. Young people. Beer cans. Oh, that one is a scientist. A future scholar. I think he studies astrology at the community college. Education's good. I always tell them to study. Something to do with all those stars around his door. He asked me to leave his drawings up on the wall.
Oh, honey.
The symbol of what now? Huh. I thought Revachol was the capital.
Okay.
The artiste? Nothing I can do about her, I'm afraid. She ruins the walls faster than I can clean them. Still, she leaves an old lady to her business. More than I can say for others.
She mumbles some kind of a response, then hacks something into her handkerchief.
I could give you a coat. I could give you a coat.
A shift in temperature. The air chills around you. Dust settles on the stony floor. A former architect stands before a slice of window, a room plan in her hand. A cold wave has made the air in the building stand still and frozen, with temperatures falling down to -20 degrees Celsius. Is red from the cold. She's breathing on her fingers, clasping the plan. Traces of sadness are visible in her expression. Faint pencil lines on paper depict the same place, but a missing eastern wall connects the room with the neighboring apartment. Ideas for arranging the furniture have been jotted down. It's clean and empty, with new tapestry embellishing the walls. A standard HB graphite pencil has fallen off a three-legged stool in the middle of the room. She had an eye for beauty.
Ooh, the piggies have learned how to saunter up staircases. I didn't think you could do that with hooves. But here you are. Yeah, I can see that. Cool mutations.
That smell coming from her paint bucket. It's not paint. It's heavy fuel oil.
Red-dyed heavy fuel oil, intended for exclusive use in government vehicles, to be precise.
What did you think I was using? Aquarels? Sucked it out of a cop's fuel tank myself. Back in Jamrock.
She really did it. She's proud of it too.
Something to think about next time you're driving around in your pretty little piggy carriage.
Jeans! I have no pants. What do my current pants do for me? What do these do for me? Godass. Hell yeah.
The pockets of these new jeans are perfect for sticking your hand into. Makes you look cool, calm, and collected. As your hand enters the pocket, your fingers brush against something. Soft, yet crinkly. Hey, it's a chewing gum wrapper. It reminds you of the fruity juice of apricots. You should inspect it closer if you have time. Something about the wrapper's texture is familiar. There it is again. The scent of apricots with a touch of cinnamon. Smells like the end of some distant summer. The surface of another planet, or some ancient temple. Yes, from the height of antiquity. A long, long time ago. Millennia ago. On an island of time you can never return to. The sun sets into the sea, but the water does not boil. Instead, it turns to liquid gold. For a moment, the world's store of precious metals seems to increase dramatically, and you are rich.
I love this game.
There is a movement next to you. The shuffle of a small coat, warm like the evening. But when you turn toward it, there's nothing there. Why are you talking to a gum wrapper? Bitter, citrus, sweet. It seems to grow stronger, like a glow, with every breath you take.
Did my wife like this gum?
Until a blossom of skin and flower petals erupts behind your closed eyes. Made of toffee, cream, and distance. You just had to take a dive. Feels so familiar.
Hello, Heather. I must explore that thought. I also want to...
In your hands, you hold 16 Days of Coldest April by Yekatina Dahl. The cover image shows a row of concrete apartments above which span a black and white rainbow. Indeed, the book is unusually heavy in your hands, as though the cover were lined with lead. It would do that in Grad. You flip through the book. The pages are thinner than you realized, and the type quite small and tightly set. It's nearly 600 pages long. Real art is dense and difficult. If it didn't feel like you had to wrestle a suicidal bear to get through it, you weren't really reading. The back cover is dominated by a black and white photograph of the author. She can't be much older than her mid-30s in this photograph, and yet, from this cover, the eyes of a sad old woman stare back at you. In cold, detached prose, the author describes a scene from one of the Yugograd riots in the 20s. Youths overturned motor carriages and set trash cans ablaze, while heavily armored guardsmen dash in and disperse them in a flurry of baton blows. As ethnic tensions run
Baton?
wild, a pair of young lovers meet each other on the street. Somehow, in the middle of all the chaos, they manage to lock arms and look into each other's eyes. It would physically hurt you to keep reading. Are you sure? They go through a brief and somewhat awkward love affair. And in the end, they betray each other and succumb to the absurdity of Guardian life. The man becomes a lens grinder, completely abandoning his former existence. He toils through the daily drudgery at the Lenka Polyfabricate. Happiness and fulfillment have eluded him his whole life. And in the end, he has nothing to do but dedicate himself to the craft. She spends the next several decades standing at a conveyor in a Sosnovo fish processing plant. The smell of fish guts slowly seeps into her hair and skin, as every single one of her dreams dies, one by one. The memory of their short time spent together tortures the former lovers ceaselessly until the end of their days. Years pass in solitude, their bodies growing ever more decrepit. As life leaves their remains between the soil sheets, their final thoughts are filled with regret. You hear someone walking around inside.
Excuse me? Of course not.
There's no sweet talking your way in there. Be official.
Oh, come on.
That was smart.
Thanks, Kim. Thanks. Oh, more clothes for me. More clothes for your girl. Fancy shoes. I'm just gonna take them and put them on right in front of you, ma'am. That's very rude.
The luxury of fine things. Just look at those black monk straps. After spending an entire day hustling, who's to say that you didn't deserve a pair of ridiculously expensive shoes on your tired feet?
Oh. I want them.
Beautiful things give you a rush. It's power. Crafting your style.
Fancy shoes.
Remember, when they come to take it away from you, you worked for those shoes. Whether you like it or not, wearing these shoes has made you more liberal. Ultra liberal.
What else you got in here? Thanks. Slow your drugs.
Satisfied? My name is Marielle Charpentier, and I'm an agent with Martinez Realty Associates. I am not breaking in, as I have every right to be here. The keys, see?
Boy, there are a lot of different keys there. More than 20, at least. Her voice is really cheerful, despite her obviously hating you.
Do you want to see my ID as well? You can't legally ask for it, but why not? Want to see my residence permit too?
Yes, show me everything.
It feels flimsy in hand. with the words Revachol Zone of Control written under a nondescript municipal logo. There's a picture of her with shorter hair.
I'm being
inside,
a dickhead. I know
with
I'm.
all her personal
I'm aware I'm being a dickhead.
Be friendly.
All right.
Thank you. Do you have any questions? I need to be back in Midtown in an hour. I need to get it ready for the next lease, but as you can see, the previous tenant completely trashed the place. It was some kind of a moribund old man who used to be a business owner. You'd think they'd make rent. But that was months ago. Anyway, was there anything you wanted, or is that it? I'm in a hurry. Oh, that's another huge mess. The former tenant owes us 3 months of rent. 3. We closed the apartment and planned on auctioning off the valuables, but... And again, I have no idea how stupid mistakes like this can even happen. But Ron, when he came to close the door, didn't close the neighboring door. And there's a hole in the wall. A hole in the wall. Can you believe it? And then the tenant ran off with his stuff. He's gone. The money's gone. Just like that.
Oh, it irks her. The incompetence.
Well, it does not disappear from my hands. No, I don't let it. These apartments are perfectly fine. They have gorgeous architecture, a million-real view of the bay, good ventilation, neighbors, life, spark, and they are affordable. I'll tell you, Martinez has a future. In a few years, it's going to blossom with artists and creatives and those radio computer wizards.
It's as if they're real wizards, able to resurrect dead real estate and breathe life into bank accounts.
Don't ask me what happened with the wall. I have no idea how we're going to find the time or resources to fix it. Both apartments are now unrentable. Both. Of course.
Anything else I can pilfer? I would like to pilfer. I have a thought.
Master Investigator, you just can't keep yourself away from locked and hidden places, can you? Nothing.
What do you
nothing.
mean?
You're right. Get in there.
Yeah.
Invade every personal space. Break every lock.
Did it hear me say that? I feel like the game heard me talking about pilfering, and it was like, and it decided it needed to call me out. I'm browsing.
Yes, that's what it is. A quick peek here, a short glance there. It's all quite delectable.
I want to rummage. Let me rummage. Let me rummage in the things.
Yes?
What? Oh. Nothing. I'm gonna tell the cleaning lady.
Give me a moment. I see. I hope some good people are finally going to move in. This place needs them.
Let's just start killing real estate agents.
Oh, I do like wizards.
Me
and
too.
People like that in general. They have a lot to tell us about our fates.
She means clairvoyance.
Cool. Alright, let's go upstairs. Let's go find Martin the Martinez. Oh. Cool. Anything else? Anything else I can rummage? I would like to rummage. to rummage. What's this?
This door is made of metal and appears to be reinforced. Someone here really values their security.
It's Martin.
Number 28. This is where the cleaning lady said the smoker on the balcony lives.
Let's see if anyone's home. Knock on the door.
No one answers.
Martin!
Looks like the young man we are looking for isn't home. I think our best chance to catch him is in the evening.
Martin!
We should return tomorrow after we have finished with our day's work. How about 9 p.m.? Sound good?
Yeah.
Tomorrow, 9 p.m., right here. Apartment number 28. Good, let's go.
Damn. Turns out it's quite tricky finding someone in a big apartment building. Don't worry. You'll get him. Remember, tomorrow. He's probably gone for today.
Okay. Let's see these other doors, though. But I can't. I want to go in. Hello? Hello? Let me enter. What was this door again? What if I get all of the keys from the lady? Martin? We'll come back for you, Martin. Nothing else going on. Nothing over here. Nothing over. Oh, little shit. Little crazy psychopath shit.
Are you trying to sneak up on me? Come to slit my throat in my sleep?
Apparently, she doesn't like people standing behind her back.
I mean, this girl was just standing dripping wet in like a hallway for 3 days. She has been through some shit. I don't blame her.
He's come to take me out. Trying to snuff me out. Then why are you sneaking up on me like that? It's not a good idea to scare me, pig. Not a good idea at all.
I know, honey. Okay, I'll leave you alone. Kuno is taking care of you. I would like to explore my reality further.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with? You have? And how did you like Mr. Clare?
I didn't.
Oh, come on now. He has his uses. How else would he have
Save.
stayed in power all these years? Or wait.
Okay.
Actually, corruption. That's how he's done it. Fantastic, worm-like corruption.
Worm-like.
Reaching into the bowels of the earth.
Worm.
The position of my unusual colleague does not reflect official policy. I hope you understand. The RCM does not pick sides.
Of course. And I don't expect you to share anything he told you with me. I'm not a corrupt worm myself.
Worm.
However, if you felt like discussing something, how could I stop you? Are we not human? Are we not curious to hear another person's take? It's only natural. We would only be gossiping.
Yeah, but that's not a two-way street, is it? It's only fair if it's a two-way street, Joyce.
Intellectually speaking, it would be quite interesting to hear what she has to say.
But she won't tell me nothing because I don't have my badge.
Yes, your disgusting necktie agrees completely. Let's gossip.
Okay, but I need to save.
Of course, Detective.
I have been reminded to
Should
save.
something come up later down the road, Don't be afraid to drop by for a chat.
Okay, I need to... No, shut up!
Help you with?
I need to save. Okay, thank you. Let's gossip, beach.
You're back. Good.
She's not even asking you anything. It's so easy.
Oh. That's so helpful of him.
The lieutenant looks at you.
Oh no! Oh no! He didn't want me to say that.
When I said be wacky, I didn't mean wildly.
Oh no! Oh, maybe I load that save. Maybe this didn't happen.
Conventional police officers sometimes lose their guns. They then go
no!
around and tell people about this
to
gauge their reactions. It's all part of detecting.
Incredible. Simply incredible. And how is it going? Has this detecting produced a gun?
No, let's just commit to being the worst for a moment.
Did he now? Well, then it should be any day now. Unless, of course, he's lying to you. Anyway, was there anything else you've heard?
Nope.
Of course, Detective. You can always drop by later, should something come up. Now, what else can I do for you?
Definitely pretending, yes. And she definitely fell for it. For sure, for sure.
It's quite straightforward. Someone is using Terminal B to smuggle raw ingredients from the Samaran Isla into Revachol with the Union's blessing. Wild Pines has suspected it for years.
Ingredients for what, ma'am?
Drugs?
Meth and dextroamphetamine, GBL, and various synthetic psychedelics. Honestly, it might be quicker to say what you can't make from the stuff. Yes, after they clear the terminal, we lose track.
Wild Pine seems to be well apprised of the local drug trade, ma'am. Do you mean to say the Union also produces the product? Sells drugs, I mean?
Drugs.
We're in logistics. It's our business to know. And no. As far as the company knows, the Union does not produce it. They transport the ingredients for a cut. Yes, but you won't get anything out of Evrat and the Dock Workers Union.
Yeah, you don't say.
Still, every chain has its weak link. The lorries. Someone needs to move the ingredients from the harbour into the city. Once they reach Jamrock, they're distributed to a network of local manufacturers well beyond our grasp. But in transit, they are vulnerable.
I asked Tommy if he was transporting drugs, and he said he was not.
Perhaps you've noticed that a number of lorries are tangled in a traffic jam.
I will not have Tommy's reputation.
Who are still hanging about. One of them might be waiting for
be besmirched.
Shipment.
Her irises are light green, like the river Esperance in bright daylight.
Tommy is innocent.
Where it's clearer.
Tommy is innocent.
I'll be explicit. If you find this driver, I will share company secrets with you. We did. On more than one occasion. Apparently, there's some sort of inter-precinct disagreement about whose jurisdiction this area falls under.
Yep.
We know the company has launched its own probe into the Union's alleged involvement. We also know it's come up empty. It's not just the RCM. No one's been able to find any hard evidence.
Well, here's your chance, officers. No. We asked East Motor Track to raise the drawbridge. The road company is a partner of one of our subsidiaries. However, this is a limited time opportunity. Once the complaint has been processed by the Trade Committee, they'll have no choice but to lower the drawbridge, and the operation will continue. Thousands of litres of raw ingredients will pour onto the streets of Revachol. Not the east across the river, but the west. The vulnerable, the weary.
A cold breath rushes in from the bay, making its way down the alleyways and potholed streets. From Martinez to Jamrock. In the traffic you hear the clinking of glass vials, concealed beneath tarpaulin. Or is it just your teeth chattering in the cold?
A lot of it. It comes in from large Samaran factories in South Safre, Sigai, and Sinyao. The literage they must get from this terminal alone must be oceanic.
Well, at least this solves one mystery.
What is that, Lieutenant?
Why I had to call East Motor Tract and beg them to open a drawbridge for me. I'd wondered since I first drove in, on my motor carriage.
I am sorry for the inconvenience, Lieutenant Kisaragi, but we need them trapped here. This is a unique opportunity. I'm sure you understand. How do you think they're financing this strike? There are thousands of unpaid dock workers going strong for the 4th month straight.
That is a good point.
There was a shakedown of local businesses preceding the strike. Many were squeezed to bankruptcy to fund it.
With all due respect to these desert cacti, the contents of a few cash registers cannot provide for 2,000 men. The local businesses can scarcely provide for themselves. Precisely. Smuggled out of that very gate at night, most likely, then loaded onto lorries and driven to Jamrock. You simply need to find one driver who will open up to you.
Tommy!
It sounds like she tried looking into it herself, though she's clearly not the type your typical lorry man would confide in.
Yes? Excellent. According to my reports, there are at least 3 lorry drivers lingering near the roundabout. Hopefully one of them will know something. It may come to nothing, or it may just blow the case wide open. I can keep the drawbridge up for a few more days at least. You should have the time you need. In the meantime, let me know if there's any other way I may be of assistance. More lessons in basic reality? My favorite part of the day. Go ahead, ask me anything. These are unimportant times, Detective. You and I were born after the dust had settled. 1,000th of a second too late. For the big time. The revolution. It's quite easy. Every 100 years or so, our species gets together to decide what's next, who gets shot in the head, and who gets the mineral rights. Those would be the communists. Generally speaking, 40 million people got shot in the head during the World Revolution. But the communists, they all got shot in the head.
She's not gloating. It's a relieved celebration.
Oh, and the anarchists too. They shot them well. So well, one forgets they even existed. Did they ever? Before they got shot themselves, they shot 2 million people.
Yeah, it was a kerfuffle, all right.
Yes, the Insulindian deluge, they call it. Oh, lots of people. Even the king got shot in the head, or thrown beneath a horse, or drowned. Accounts differ. It was unceremonious. Just as well, he wasn't actually the king. Just the king's nephew. The real king abdicated and lived out a long and productive life as a venture capitalist in Grad.
Coward.
I prefer the term risk-averse. King Guillaume was nobody's fool. He could smell a PR disaster brewing, so he got out alive, and his nephew Fricelle got shot in his place. Him and tens of thousands of his wonderfully fascist kingsmen. It was a wild time. The liberals got the mineral rights. And by mineral rights, I mean everything. Liberals are usually middle-class people, Detective. Or the remaining gentry. The beneficiaries of the pre-revolutionary arrangement. Some were rich enough to stay with the Constitution, with monarchy. Big mistake. Others bet on the revolution. They were called the ultras, or ultra-liberals. They fared well. They didn't win so much as survive. We were the last ones standing when the war ended. Everyone else got shot in the head, remember?
We. She's one of them. Of course.
To foreign intervention. The coalition. Those people really took the mineral rights. The liberals took everything that wasn't nailed to the ground. The coalition took the ground. The ocean, the laws, and the people. The coalition of nations. Grad, Mesk, Vesper, Messina, Oranje, and Sur-la-Clay. The armed center of the world. They landed here and ended the revolution. It was the moralist thing to do.
There is bitterness in her voice, tempered with understanding. She is critical, but ultimately understands the cause.
The moralists believe in keeping everything exactly the way it is. They believe in mineral rights, and not shooting people in the head. At least not in the same manner and volume as the others do. They are the long-standing provisional rulers of Revachol now, the coalition government. This is their zone of control. They embolden the RCM with crumbs of the same law they took. Technically speaking, you are a moralist. Of course. Not easy to be moderate about head shooting in your line of work. The turn of the century revolution? Don't answer it. It's a trick question. The revolution began in '02 on the Isla of Grad, though by the end nearly the whole world had gotten involved. It wasn't a who, but a what. A pandemic of Zarat, a particularly virulent prion disease, which the authorities in Grad proved unable to contain. Then Mazov came along and overthrew the government. It made people overthrow their governments. Indeed, Zarat is a highly infectious microorganism that destroyed brain tissue. The actual causes of the revolution were material. The pandemic only provided the spark. From Revachol and Grad? Not far. The world managed to cauterize itself. Mazov's government was overthrown in '08, and the coalition crushed the Revachol commune 2 years later. It was the end. Why? You and I, officer. Our lives in the zone of control.
Something tells you her life and yours are not that similar. Maybe it's because she has a boat and you have that necktie? A pair of pants?
Fancy shoes!
No doubt. But we share the same time and position on the planet's crust. That counts for more than you think. A city-state divided into free market zones under the everlasting interregnum of the Coalition of Nations, and you, of course, the citizens' militia.
The clatter of typewriter keys fills the main hall of the reappropriated silk mill. Precinct 41. Chad Tilbrook presses enter. Outside, Officer Elfboy Williams slams the door of an armored motor carriage.
The zone of control is the third incarnation of Revachol, after the failure of the suzerain and the commune. Modernity. They developed the marvels of the inter-easlary communication. Telematic milieus, radiation, colored plastics. Meanwhile, in Revachol West, the aftermath continues for the 5th decade.
She said 5 decades.
43 years. Hard to fathom, I know. The 20s saw a decade of urban war, west of the river leveled, offshore platforms in flames. Still, it's regarded as an improvement on what came before. '08 to '19 was simply hell. The 30s? Things settled down in the 30s. Revachol East transformed itself into the world's largest tax haven, with the international community's blessing. For the first time in a long time, it seemed like things were going somewhere. No, it was a market mirage fueled by cocaine and quantitative easing. The 40s dispelled it like a cold splash, an Isla-wide hangover, you might say. And here we are. Welcome to reality, baby.
From the looks of it, the 50s haven't been much better for the zone of control. You can see it in her eyes. Days slipping away.
I've no right to be dissatisfied. This shirt is Barbara Muscova, this raincoat is impervious to rain and is guaranteed for 100 years. My daughters will wear it. No, it's just... We could have had so much more. Every one of us. If only we played it right. Good question. What would you have done differently?
No, her first.
And I asked you. Past less to... And you would have died, most likely. Not far from here. Maybe even right here, during the beachhead, defending the coast the day the Coalition took the city.
The cold runs down your spine. She gestures toward the waters. The wind stops. There is silence on the dark water of the Martinez Inlet. A dog barks. A gunshot echoes off the walls of some distant building.
Good. Not that it would have mattered. In the end, the Commune forced everyone to the barricades. They are what they are. Who knows? An afterbloom may yet come. Anyway, enough sentimentality. Is there anything else you want to know?
Not so fast. Who is she in all this? Ask her who she is. She owes you an answer. She won't maneuver her way out of this one.
I am the vilest of the vile. A traitor. A devourer of nations and infants. I am an ultra. Yes. I am the nether creature of the Forbidden Swamp. I pushed the king under a shit wagon and betrayed the revolution. My kind surrendered the nation to financial colonists. I can see you thought we'd gone extinct. After all, no sane person identifies as an ultra-liberal anymore. Not in broad daylight. You're a man of the left, no? Tell me, now that I've uncoiled myself, are you repulsed?
In her green eyes, you see a mixture of truth and self-satire. Decades of guilt and pride. Forgive her. But only because you like pearlescent teeth and those light green eyes.
A fitting punishment, to be forgotten, if not forgiven. Save a prayer for us in our chateaus on Ozon and in Stella Maris. When the dust settled, the liberals were the only ones left to clean up the mess. By virtue of their survival, they were handed enormous power to shape the future. This was all our last generation managed. With due respect to our overlords, the eternal caretaker government that keeps Martinez a monument to the efficacy of its artillery.
While a gentle wind sweeps the streets in the rebuilt east, light drizzle washing it clean, lights go up and motor carriages circulate the tracks.
I would not have relinquished sovereignty to the Coalition. Not here in Martinez, and not in the Stella Maris or Delta Beachheads either. If not for my own sake, then for my daughters. We had an obligation to defend our sovereignty. We should have burned the whole Isla down rather than let them have it.
Dark orange flames reflect in her green eyes. An oil fire on the ocean.
Perhaps. My intellectual vanity will be my undoing. Yes, I suppose I am. But I wouldn't be a patriot anywhere but here.
Seditious talk, man.
Yes. Whatever else I am, I'm also a mother. And a wife. Now, shall we return to reality? It's a neurological disorder caused by a lack of vitamin B in the brain. Symptoms include a retrograde amnesia. It's quite serious. You should get yourself checked out.
She conveys it in short, cold bursts, trying not to invest too deeply in the condition of this doomed detective. In case he goes down later, souring the entire portfolio.
Well, it's either bariatric surgery or long-term alcohol use. That seems unlikely.
Yes,
You don't know me.
Perform autoerotic asphyxiation on yourself with your funny necktie out in the open somewhere.
Calm down! Bruh. Jesus Christ. Relax, necktie.
Nothing more nor less than the de facto law enforcement body of post-revolutionary Revachol, Detective.
Yes, we are the Revachol Citizens Militia. We are.
Yes, that means not de jure. The RCM acts in what is poetically called the twilight of international law, both
I've done
at the
this
behest
before.
of the coalition government and to its chagrin. Permit me to conclude with this. Who you are to me is the police, the only legitimate law enforcement authority in Revachol.
Yeah.
And if those authorities drink so hard they need help recalling the basic terms of reality, well, I am here to help. A bird? A sphenicid? A flightless bird of the polar regions? Some sort of krill hunter? No, wait. You're an ancient ruin. A symbol of hubris and decay. Half submerged in some salty sea. Of course you're not, my dear. I'm just terrible at guessing games. Ah. This is the pier of Rue de Saint-Ghislaine, 33A, where the tenants have been kind enough to rent me a slot. Or two. A pre-revolutionary tenement. Old buildings are called tenements, you see. And new buildings, bâtiments. After les bâtiments nouveaux. But 33A and 33B are not nouveaux. They're old. This one used to be 8 to 10 stories tall. A real high-rise by the standards of the last century. Built to mirror the skyscrapers across the bay in the Delta. That was before the war, of course.
Don't do the check. Okay.
Mostly the urban middle class, I believe. This was once primo real estate, before the cannons lopped 4 or 5 stories off.
Splat, splat.
You could be wrong, but from here it appears as if she's running the brush across her throat in a soaring motion.
Wonderful. The girl in the old lady rags looks like a sullen and rebellious member of a teen infraculture. Yes, you and I belong to the supraculture. We're common, the herd. The music on the radio, the food in the chain restaurant, those are all too popular for the girl in the old lady rags. She prefers a fantasy world, an infraculture with its own dress code and vernacular. It is an illusion, I'm afraid. There is no refuge from the supraculture. I can't. That's how simple it is. One may dye their hair green and wear their grandma's coat all they want. Capital has the ability to subsume all critiques into itself. Even those who would critique capital end up reinforcing it instead. All right. What next?
Suddenly, you're not so sure you're part of the supraculture.
And what would that be? I can see that, yes. I dabbled in those dark arts myself, not so long ago. I assure you, it was a thoroughly supracultural phenomenon. All permeating. Downright mandatory. Nothing infra about disco, baby. Those days are long behind me. And even in the early 30s, I would say I was more of a new girl. Disco was a minor, but still enjoyable facet of the whole thing for me.
Since this has come up, I do feel weird in my fancy man shoes, and I would like to put my green snake skin shoes back on. Oh, I can't get to it.
The new. A cultural era. And the name of the decade it ravished, the 30s. It came out of post-revolutionary Revachol. It was ultra-liberal. It involved lots of partying, as you might imagine, and champagne-colored everything. By the looks of it, that would have been when you came of age. Now, wasn't it Guillaume Le Million who said, if you can remember the new, you weren't there?
Yes, exactly, Annika. That, and I just personally hate it. Bye!
Glad to have been of assistance. The little that I know.
Let me put on my disco shoes. Yeah. Yeah. What else do I want to wear? I think that's it. I'll put these away. Come on, Kim.
The sight of bullet holes stirs something in you, making you forget the lieutenant's surname. The faded marks are too degraded to draw any forensic conclusions. Just chips in the sandstone.
Where? There? Those are old. Yes, the one that happened half a century ago. Those bullets were fired during the revolution and do not warrant an investigation by officers of civil law. We should focus on present crimes from the present century.
Okay. Oh, Renee! Renee! I have a picture to show you that I stole from your house like an asshole.
Officer! God damn it. Pull yourself together, René. What do you want? Yes, the Debardeurs Union pays me to stand vigil during the nights. Not out of any political allegiance, mind you. I'm an old man. Don't sleep more than a few hours every night anyway, and money is tight.
He feels like he has to justify himself.
Working that night. Been on a 2-week leave since last Monday. It's a private matter. Nothing to do with your investigation.
You see, officer,
René is the kind of man would rather die than admit he needs medical assistance or, God forbid, sick it. A real man's man is just gonna ride it out.
I'm fine, goddammit. Mind your own business. It's nothing.
Oh no, Renee.
Got back on coffee.
Renee.
No one. The bus has been unmanned since last Monday. There's no other guard. It's just me.
No one has been guarding the container yard since last Monday.
Yes. It's not actually an issue.
Look, officer. The container yard doesn't actually need a guardsman. Never had one before, René. Monsieur Claire had that booth built specially for him. It's mostly decorative.
Oh.
The possibility of someone being in there is enough to discourage any ill-minded individuals.
Let him have this.
Evrard created this job for
Gaston.
René because he knows the Royal Carabiniers' pension of honor and PTSD isn't something a man can live off. A decorated Kingsman collecting tear reflects bad on the whole neighborhood. His words.
Look, officer, can we conclude the topic of my guard booth now? She is nobody. This is none of your concern, and I refuse to discuss my private affairs with the RCM.
The lady is Jeanne-Marie Beaulieu, and she sure as hell wasn't a nobody.
I would like to give him the picture. Could I not give him the picture?
Yes. Like I said, it would be up anyway, so might as well keep an eye out. It keeps my senses sharp.
Still, all you see is an old soldier refusing to replace his uniform with a civilian attire.
Anything else I can assist you with, officer?
I want to
We still
give
have
you...
a game to finish.
All right.
What's this? We're getting reports of normal, reasonable, temperate, political opinions somewhere in Martinez.
Have I been? I thought I went pretty hard on the communist stuff, but okay. I've done this exactly once.
Of course, a radical centrist. In these bright and loud times where 1,000 frequencies drown one another out, sober thinking is a radical act. It's time to become a citizen of the Kingdom of Conscience.
Oh, what?
It is not a place. It is a moment in time that can only arise in the right circumstances. In all of human history, it's only been achieved a handful of times. Incrementally. History's greatest catastrophes have been brought about by people trying to make the world a better place. Too quickly. That's the genius of Dolores Day. She recognized that progress is meaningless if its gains are lost because of instability. Real, lasting change can only come about gradually, increment by increment. The kingdom is difficult to comprehend, and even more difficult to describe, partly because humanity will need to discard many of the categories that define and limit it today. The kingdom of conscience is post-capitalist, post-national. It's also post-industrial, post-ideological, and even post-sexual.
Well, I don't like that last bit. But yes,
Slow
sir.
down, Mr. Reasonable. Did you miss the part about compromising and taking things slow?
Okay.
That's right. Remember, Real democracy is just around the corner for Revachol. When that real democracy kicks in, a long time from now, we are all going to be so much happier.
I still have it.
The dented yellow mailbox greets... The box seems happy.
Who are you? You're new people. I cannot interact? You're just gonna hang around? Good day.
You keep coming back. That's good, officer. Keep browsing those clothes, keep saving that economy.
You find your hands deep in tattered and faded garments made from weird polyester. The box smells like cat piss.
Economical, but also trendy. Look first hand, buy second hand. Keep the economy moving.
No.
The speakers below are banged up and worthless. The sneakers triumph over them. They're the star of the show here.
Hi, Tommy. Hi, Tommy. Hi, Tommy. I'll be right back. Hi, Tommy.
Stuck in the rain in a traffic jam, man. What's on your mind? Ah, man. Me and narcotics go way back. Had some good times surfing the psychic waves of my own consciousness, you know? But
yeah,
those days are behind me. There are other addictions in my life now. Why the inquiry, my man?
Just be straight with him.
We have a credible lead, sir. Someone on this roundabout is waiting for a bulk shipment from the harbor to load it on their lorry and drive it to Jamrock.
Not me, man. No way. I don't need any trouble. Shit's bad enough anyway.
This jam's got folks up in arms, and I'm afraid it's headed toward a conflagration. Gotta guard the stuff. Bosses don't look kindly on missing cargo, and it gives me time to work on my rhymes.
A rhymesmith? This is quite credible. It goes with its cadence and way of speaking.
Look, man, I try to stay away from the criminal underbelly of Revachol. I'm a guest here. You really need to find another man to probe with those questions.
It's not a lie. It's something else. Impossible to say what at this point, but there's something in him. Some trepidation. Ease into it. Don't go too far. This seems like a personal matter.
I'm okay, man. Just... the jam's got me down. The fumes, the chemical rainbows, the tarpaulin stretched on the frames and the dull engines off.
Maybe the full-on direct approach wasn't correct. Damn. It's tricky business looking into someone's eyes and not doing it wrong. Wait. There's something here, stored away in some dusty corner.
Yes!
It starts like...
I'm gonna rap at you, my boy!
Whoa. What else? Silent communion. That's good. Dang. That's some great shit. You came up with that yourself.
Did you?
I did.
No matter. It's a fine stanza. You're not so bad.
Oh no, I
after all,
didn't mean to.
for
Oh.
a cop.
Oh.
They're more often in the fists than rhymes, see? Let alone honesty in verse.
In a small office behind the old military hospital, hunched under the green glow of his desk light, Officer Hans Blau browses through a test print of his Futurist magazine. It's called The Futurist. The typeface on the header is too small.
I can't say this in front of Kim.
Well, you've given me some hope, I guess.
I really truly meant to say that that was my words.
You found some common ground with this man. Even impressed him. The next time you look in the mirror, though, remember those words.
Bye, Tommy. I love you the most.
Why does art inspire you so much? Excellent question. Art is a diverse range of visual, literary, auditory, and performative creativity. It's an expression of imagination and technical skill. Additionally, it's history, criticism, and pure enjoyment. In short, art is the highest form of human communication, representation, narrative, emotion, and agency intertwined.
I think you would, my dude.
Have you looked in the mirror lately? You have the exact features of a savage art critic, with that beard and those clothes, disheveled and prophetic. Perhaps you should try to critique architecture too.
Architecture
Of
is
course
art.
not. It's autism.
Oh, okay.
Box drawing.
I disagree.
Masturbation with a ruler and a sextant, or whatever they use. You should demean and criticize the genteel institution of architecture, while extolling the virtues of the pure arts.
I wholly disagree with you, man. I think architecture is absolutely art.
You seek substance. No vapid representations and reproductions of social mores as made manifest in stuffy biennials. We're talking real, living art here. Become the art cop. Half
Yes!
art critic.
Yes!
Half cop.
Yes! Opt in.
Exactly. It's not only your duty to only catch the criminals off the street. You must also apprehend criminals of the printing press and the gallery. the trite and derivative artists and writers of the world. Go ahead and provide savage criticisms, Art Cop. The world is yours to rip to pieces and
I disagree, Annika. I think architecture is art. Monies. Oh, can I go in there?
A lorry stuck in the traffic jam. This big, heavy Grab-made machine is well kept for such an old machine. The windows are clear. They've been recently washed. You can see a lorryman's cabin with personal belongings, stickers, insignia. Fumes of heavy fuel oil waft over you, making your eyes sting. The odor mixes with cigarette residue. The driver has adorned his space with a substantial collection of peculiar paraphernalia.
Why are you blah blah blah?
Proclamations about honor, strength, and purity are glued to various panels. A large metal pendant hangs from the rear view mirror. The pendant features a sun crowned with wavy rays. The back end of the cabin has a small perch to sleep, large ashtrays. There are several suns and wheels sewn into the curtains.
I'm just going off in chat about horns. I'm not listening. What do I... Okay.
A book with ragged edges catches your notice. The front cover features a large, muscular man. The title reads...
Let me in! Let me in! I want the book! I want the book!
Racist nationalist paraphernalia. Not unusual in this part of town. This is...
But the book! The book, Kim!
Likely, yes. This guy's proud of who he is. Drapes it all over his machine.
Are you saying that the Helmdahl books are racist? Am I a terrible person running around in my Helmdahl shirt? He's just a big muscle sword man. A big muscle sword man adventure man. I hope you were just talking about the stickers. I refuse to take off my shirt. I wanna run around everywhere. Ma'am, will you speak to me?
The woman still has her eyes fixed on the photograph in her hands. In the background, the radio plays.
If you want her attention, you may need to be more forceful.
Where am I? Who are you?
The smile on her face has disappeared, replaced by the wary aspect of a cornered beast.
Never mind. I remember now. I'm still stuck in that traffic jam in the 50s. Back in Methka, during the time of the revolution. The sidewalks and cafes are filled with young people. I was on my way to see a new Boyadero picture starring Gabriel Bender. Until you came along, that is. This is Gabriel Buendero.
A strikingly handsome man looks straight at you, his head crowned with a wide brim hat. His hair is dark as an oil slick, and his jaw the most perfectly chiseled thing you've ever seen. This man's got a hold over her. even 50 years later.
Was this her date, or was it the guy starring in the movie?
He was the biggest star of his
Never
day.
mind. I have learned.
Girls used to faint in the aisles of cinema whenever he came on the screen. And schoolboys used to memorize all his lines. Someone was. I wasn't dreaming. I was there, Lowman. It was early spring, and the man behind the black sun had just come out. The posters were 20 meters tall. Everything was golden. While you, people, were tearing each other apart over your petty little revolution, in Meth, it was a golden age. Why not, Harife? It's not like I have anything better to do in this hellhole.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
There's something off about this woman. Tell her to show you the soles of her boots. Maybe she was
Oh. We'll get there.
Diamonds.
Oh.
Of course not. But wouldn't it be marvelous if I was?
I like her.
Whatever stupid things they put in the lorry, I imagine. I quit concerning myself with that a long time ago. Besides, I don't drive the lorry for the cargo, if you know what I mean.
I don't think I do.
Of course you don't.
Okay.
Of course not. To truly understand the Boyadero, you need to listen to On the Western Plain. It's an old ballad about a young girl who falls in love with a daring Boyadero. He promises to marry her as soon as he returns from the Western Plain. Of course not. The Boyadero returns from the Western Plain a changed man. One night, as he and his beloved are out walking along the river Maigret, she pleads with him to give up his riding and settle down. So the Boyadero strangles his beloved and throws her body in the Maigret. Then he rides off, because the Western Plain is calling to him. The most beautiful. A true Boyadero needs a whole horizon to himself. He can be tied down by man or woman. His beloved was selfish. She didn't know what it meant to love a Boyadero.
What if to truly love a Boyadero is to float lifeless downstream?
She's just a distracted old woman.
No, Kim, you don't understand. You don't understand.
So he doesn't think she's the smuggler.
You hear that, Lowman? I don't think your partner likes you spending too much time with me.
Nothing. I just don't think she's connected to anything.
I think she is.
He's worried, but not for her. For you. What is it about this woman?
A pale dream is what it is. Now what do you want with an old woman's boots, Sheriff? Please? I think you should let me get back to Gabriel Buenguerro. You are no Gabriel. Gabriel doesn't say please.
She's wearing sturdy worker's boots, made of black leather. Buckles run across. The sole is also made of leather.
Just before Gabriel, it was the coronation of Franco Negro. Now, there was a real man.
This woman might stab me in the neck.
Moreover, the boots were size 37. Tiny. There are too many discrepancies in all this.
It was. And then it was no more. And I was no longer holding my father's hand. He was no longer descending the stairs in Ryle. The crowd had gone silent. Perhaps it was another Jerife who came and woke me up, looking at my boots, asking questions. Or perhaps it was one of the others in this carnival. I don't remember.
As she says carnival, she gestures to the empty square with the statue and the machines.
I could have told you that from just looking at them. A size is 37.
The feet of a little girl, they fit well on the pedals. What do I need drugs for, Lowman? What I see, what I feel, the great adversary, no drugs can compare. Yes, there is a protagonista and an adversario. I am on the side of the adversary. There's no coming back from that hole.
Those epithets are familiar somehow. The great adversary, the great unrest.
If you don't know, you're man, low man. What of it? Maybe. Probably not. Makes no difference to me either way. Just this month, I made half a dozen trips from Saramiriza to Grat. And the U41A. What do you think they take from Saramiriza to Grat, Lowman? It's diamonds, Lowman, obviously. Easy is the skinny man who thinks he's a poet. Never trust a poet. Also, he's the only one I can see.
Do not besmirch my beloved Tommy. I'll throw you in the drink.
That's correct. There is no visibility of any of the others.
Okay, bye.
Where do you want me to go? This isn't so bad. I can listen to music, or the seagulls. Look at all the colors and the futures of this world. It's a good palate cleanser, this jamboree. Or I can just relax and let my mind carry me back where it will, to the Great Plains.
I think we're done here, no?
Yeah. Goodbye.
Yes, go. Enough jamboree. I need to get back to Mesky.
Goodbye. I must make a confession. I must make a confession. I saw... I have a thought. I saw the picture days ago, of that Charlie posted of my boy and Kim sitting in the swing sets. I'm trying to find the swing sets. I want the swing sets. I want to sit in the swing sets. And I don't know where they are. No, it wasn't a spoiled picture. They just posted it. But I want to find them. I have to get in there. I need to get to... There's a woman that there she is. You, ma'am. I want to get to you. Smoking woman. I know I need to talk to the racist lorry driver, but I don't want to. See if I can get to the smoking woman.
The door is closed. This door can only be opened with a key, of course. Still, no, the lieutenant gives you. He doesn't like where this is going.
Can we go in your room? Can we go in your room? Kim? 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 Huh. Beep boo, better boo. Hey, it's Wednesday. It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday. I can get to the other side of the thing. That's all. Meh. Alright.
Looking for something, Hunt? Come to tell me to fuck off again?
Yes.
You could push him by asking him to show you the soles of his boots. He definitely looks like someone capable of a lynching.
It's about biological determinism, natural law, the sorting of the races.
I hate Everett, and I don't want to talk to him.
Not the most popular topic nowadays, with the coalition in charge and all. You might want to change the topic. That is, bury your head under the sand like common sheep.
Let's just talk about
Suit
something
yourself.
else.
Oh, not much anymore. I'm here to pick up some cargo, but the dock workers are on strike, so it's a sit and wait on your ass situation. Apples? Yeah, apples? I take...
He's given you the runaround. Let's be honest, you were bested.
Been admiring the stompers, right? For sure, I can demonstrate them.
On the bottom of the man's boots, you see an intricate tangle of treads with no immediately discernible pattern. The wind howls over the Bay of Riverdale, a cascade of cold air flowing through the city streets. Those same streets have left their share of scuff marks on the underside of your green snakeskin shoes.
It sure is. Custom made. Cost me a pretty penny. You'll see when the time comes, officer. True patriots carry Revachol in their very souls.
Technically, you're stomping on Revachol every step you take.
Huh. I know you people don't understand poetry. Drugs? They're shit, man. I don't let anything pollute my body. You know where that shit comes from? Sarah Miriza, Safre, Ilmara. They take the money from our local junkies here and then use it to outcompete us in the manufacturing sector. They know they can't beat us in a fair fight, so they have to get us to weaken ourselves somehow. It's racial sabotage, racial economic sabotage. I don't go for that foreign piss. Proper booze is made in Mundi. Or sometimes, I like a dram of that Yugograd vodka. Koikos and worse much, but they do no booze. Not in, not out. I'll never betray the purity of my tribe.
So you're telling us that you don't know anything about drug smuggling through Terminal B?
I don't know shit. And if I did, I wouldn't tell you. What do you think? I can't leave the lorry unguarded. Stuff's been getting looted lately. It's those little kips sneaking around at night. If they touch my stuff, the bosses will be on my ass like ass cancer.
There was a bunch of spilled boxes in the back of a big lorry nearby.
Yeah, I knew that guy. He was an honest driver who loved this country. We were having a good debate about genetics at the Wheeling in Rags when some kip boys smashed his lock and took damn near everything. Lost his fucking job over it. Since he left, I haven't had anyone to talk to. It's a fucking travesty, is what it is. No. Isn't it obvious? Fucking Sealang, that beady-eyed South Samaran. His little side business is a scam. I wouldn't be surprised if he was peddling drugs as well. That's the one. His tribe are natural liars. It's in their blood. Is your man alright? 100%. He's a lorryman selling his employer stuff. Broke the seals on his Humanox lorry. No doubt he's selling drugs too.
I wouldn't be so sure about it. Not until we've heard what Sealang himself has to say.
Guess so.
Meh. I hate you. I think I'm going to call it here because my hips hurt a lot. I need to do a lie down. Sorry. You are welcome. Good.